Hello again, YouTube. This is BalorMage, and we're going to go over some changes we've done to the Juggernaut. He's a completely different build. I am going to start this by saying probably not a great idea to copy this build if you don't have a lot of money and really know what you're doing. Because to start with, we made this helmet by throwing essences into it until it hit. But the 50% of physical as extra lightning doesn't have a mana multiplier, which is enabling a lot of things. To start with, we've got Herald of Agony, Vile Toxins, Damage on Full Life, and Deathmark. You can see we have all of 9 mana left over. That is because we are using Vitality, Summon Skitterbots, and Enlighten. We've got our Abyssal Cry in the Enlighten, otherwise we can't afford to cast it. I have a Molten Shell, increase when damage taken, Convocation, Hatred Generosity for the Crawler, and a Flame Dash because we had to drop Leap Slam because we can't afford that either. And then this bit is interesting. We've got Summon Holy Relic and Feeding Frenzy in a cast when damage taken level 1. Now, the Holy Relic dies very, very quickly, but it's not listed on the gem, but you can see it on the wiki. Feeding Frenzy has 2 effects. One on the minion it's linked to, and one that applies to you. And it is my understanding that the one that applies to you goes out to all of your minions. So it looks like I'm getting a part of that Feeding Frenzy buff. When I take a tiny bit of damage, my Holy Relic summons, I'm hitting things at the time, I get the Feeding Frenzy buff, the Holy Relic dies, I don't care about that, the Feeding Frenzy buff goes to my Agony Crawler, which I think is cool. And we have a Flesh Offering in there. We have no Desecrate because I can't find a single socket for it anywhere. So when we're on single target and there's no corpse, we get the Feeding Frenzy buff anyway. And if there are corpses around, I also have Flesh Offering, which is great. We are running Cyclone, Poison, Curse on Hit, Infused Channeling, Projectile Weakness, and Life Gain on Hit. And we have the Grip of the Councils, the 2 Nebulochs, which we have kept on for their defensive properties, and a Ool's Uprising for free Hatred, because that is the only way we fit everything, as well as a rather garbage Life Recovery Belt, which we will fix. We have managed to, on essentially 3 items, Wise Oak Balance, Chaos Cap with a Flask right now, which is not ideal. I'm going to try and make that up in the next day or 2 by recrafting a much better belt that has some Chaos Res on it. But for now, Endurance Charges plus a Flask keeps me Chaos Res capped. So the benefits of doing this is I've managed to keep all of the defenses that a normal Nebuloch Jug has. All the life gain on hit, all of the less damage taken, all the armor that comes with Endurance Charges, everything like that. Except we don't deal much damage. Well, let's just say any. We don't deal any damage anymore. So we got to take a lot more life nodes on the tree. And realistically, the only damage nodes we've need to take are these ones, Grave Pact here. That is pretty much it for all the damage nodes. And I guess you could count the Aura Reservation, which I have both wheels of. On top of having both wheels for the Aura Reservation, you see, I have the Watcher's Eye and the Lethal Pride still, but I have a Conqueror's Efficiency with 1% mana reserved, a Jewel with chance to poison and 1% mana reserve and max life, and another Jewel with chance to poison and 1% mana reserve, and some Dexterity, which we need. You might notice we have 2 Dex points on the tree as well, and we need them also. A little bit Dex starved, but that's fine. We've managed to pump our life up to 6.2k, and we brought our DPS from when we were a Nebuloch Jug being about 650,000 to 1.9 million. So I'm pretty amused by that. We've got some more upgrades coming. But I'm just going to demonstrate how it looks now at, what are we, depth 540 right now? But we've still got the Abyssal Cry, so we still get the big cries. Now, clear speed wise, the Agony Crawl has never been fantastic, but it is significantly more DPS than the normal Nebuloch Jug, while getting to keep all of its stuff, and most importantly to me, Deathmark letting me focus on rares like that and make sure that they die is really nice. Just being able to throw Deathmark on things is so nice. I believe that an Empower level 4 is just slightly more damage, but for the ability to be able to focus the pet, I think Deathmark makes a better support. It also means you can do stuff like, let's see if anything can stay alive long enough to show you. Right, if a rare spawns in here, I'll demonstrate, but you can do stuff like target a mob up there on the left hand side of the screen that you want to hit, and then stay around all on the right hand side hitting mobs to get your virulence stacks. Because Deathmark is on a target over there, it will ignore where I am and it will chase the Deathmark target until such time as Deathmark runs out or that mob dies. And so that's really nice for just like positioning. If there's like a dangerous spot you don't want to be in, but you still want to get poisoned up, it's quite a nice thing. Weaknesses right now are single target. I struggle to maintain more than about 32 virulence stacks, which is not ideal. The solution to this will be in one more level. I'll be able to respec out of some like floater life nodes and get another jewel, and I'm hoping to get another one with 11 or 12% attack speed and another 5% chance to poison, because chance to poison is my biggest problem. I'm not using lesser poison because I really want all of these links, but it means I only have a 60% chance to poison base, so we're trying to make the rest of it up on jewels, as you can see with there's another 3 there. I wanted to not wear a Conqueror's Efficiency. I wanted a jewel there as well, but I couldn't fit it. And there's another 4 there, and it's just, what's that, 67% chance to poison, and it's just not quite enough. It's just not quite enough. We need more chance to poison. I can't anoint it because Crystal Skin is too good. But like I said, we're maintaining about 32 on a single target right now. So we just got to squeeze a little more out of that to be comfortably maintaining 40 on a single target, and then it will be quite good. For clear, it's fine. Yeah, so pretty happy with it. Really excited to be running something no one else is running, which has made me very happy. Don't copy this build unless you somehow dumb luck into a disgustingly good helmet like that. It's going to be expensive. So yeah, I'm having a lot of fun, but probably don't copy it. Alright, lovely. I am BalorMage, and I will see everybody later.